thing in a cafe in Pennsylvania, and I told him a story very quickly. I was backstage at the Washington Hilton about 7 or 8 weeks ago with President Trump, and he was crisscrossing the country, and I was doing the same. We're going to different swing states, covering all the bases. We touched gloves in the green room at the hotel, because he had just spoken at a ballroom full of people, and I'd done another event. We were talking about everything. I think by my count, he had done 5 events that day in I think 3 different states. It's about 10:45 at night. We're sitting in the green room talking, and his staff comes in, taps him on the shoulder, says, "Mr. President, we got to go. Your pilots are going to time out on Trump Force One," which means he'd have to stay grounded. Can't stay grounded. So he stands up and he buttons his coat, and he's about to walk out of the room. And I said, "Mr. President, I just want to say, your stamina is so inspiring to me and to all of us. Mr. President, you didn't have to do this. You had a great life, right? Why would you even subject yourself to this again? You know, I mean, they've been attacking you since you came down the golden escalator. They have engaged in lawfare. They've just tried to destroy your reputation and your family. They've brought you to court, and they've even taken actual shots at you, sir. And I just want to say it inspires me." And he unbuttoned his coat, got real serious, sat back down on the edge of the chair, leaned in on his knees, and he said, "Mike," I'm not going to do it in his voice. He said, "Mike, we got to leave it all on the field." He said, "Because what if we lost? We'd never be able to forgive ourselves. What if we could have done one more event, one more rally, shaken one more hand?" He said, "I told my staff to book out every hour of every day between now and the election, because we got to leave it all on the field." I said, "Mr. President, you're right." He buttoned his coat up and left. The next morning, I had all the House Republicans together. We do a weekly breakfast together. And I told them that story. And I said, if our nominee for president can give that level of commitment, if he can leave it all on the field, then every single one of us has to do the same. And that's what our colleagues have been doing around the country. That's exactly right. All of us have to do that, because we're fighting for freedom. I want to introduce somebody else, another special guest, and this is a great honor to us. But in the House of Representatives, there's Speaker of the House, and you have Majority Leader. That's Steve Scalise. By the way, first time in history any state has had the top 2 officers at the same time. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then we have the whip, that's Tom Emmer, Minnesota. And then we have the conference chair. So the leader of the House Republican Conference is Elise Stefanik of New York. You probably heard of Elise. Yeah, she's pretty famous. Well, guess what? She's in Shreveport with us tonight. Elise, come up here, will you? Elise Stefanik, everybody. She is here celebrating with us, and she's a very important person. You might have seen her little video where she took down the Ivy League presidents on their anti-Semitism. Oh yeah. It's only been seen by 2.2 billion people. It's the most watched congressional hearing of all time. So you might want to get her autograph before she leaves tonight. But we're grateful to have you, and y'all show her a little Louisiana hospitality tonight. I know you will. So look, it's too early to call everything, but we're very optimistic. I mean, it looks good. I've been in the war room. I'm calling the candidates as they're calling the races. All of our friends were congratulating them. We got some awesome people joining the conference. We got new members coming in, and I think we're going to have many more. So it's going to be a good night, and I think ultimately, I pray, I believe that God's not done with America yet. I think he's going to give us another chance. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Listen, at the end of the day, Ronald Reagan used to remind us of a number of things, and he said freedom is not inherited in the bloodstream. It's got to be fought for and protected. It's got to be taught and passed along to the next generation so that our children and our grandchildren can have the same liberty and opportunity and security that we have known. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, we are so, so grateful to all of you. We couldn't imagine to do anything like this without your help. That's a drone. That's not a threat, I don't think. We're a little watchful tonight. They said, "Sir, you can't do it in open air." "Oh, it'll be fine. It's Shreveport." I don't know. I don't know. But listen, we're bullish about the future. I believe America's best days are ahead of us. And we're going to keep our steady hands at the wheel. We're going to dig in and do the work. And we have a great team to get that done. Will you keep the whole of Congress in your prayers? Will you keep the president, whoever wins, keep them in your prayers? Because I believe we can turn this thing around and we can keep this great nation that God has blessed us with. Thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. We appreciate you so much. God bless you. Yeah. Thank you so much. So we have food and stuff, and we're going to be monitoring the races, and I'll be in and out. But let's see. Let's keep our fingers crossed and keep praying. God, thank you for being here.
We're